Hey there guys, Rick here. Hope you're all doing extremely well out there. I know I am. Hope you enjoyed that little video at the start of this video. That was actually taken from an Instagram post I did about a week or so ago. And I've had quite a lot of people asking exactly what I'm doing there, specifically pertaining to the right hand picking pattern. So I thought I'd make this video explaining exactly what I was doing in that pattern, but also give you an idea of my kind of go-to picking approach whenever I'm dealing with those kind of lines, especially the 3-note per string thing to build speed. 3-note per string thing. So I'm going to show you exactly what my go-to approaches are. Generally, I was kind of brought up as a player watching guys like Frank Gambale, and I've kind of favoured over the years economy picking. In fact, I spent the first initial few years thinking that that was the only way to pick. I didn't realise that you could alternate pick. It was only a few years after that I was like, what? What's going on there? But I've gotten so used to doing economy picking, I just stayed with it, you know. But over the years, I've practiced, you know, different picking techniques. But that is kind of my go-to approach whenever I'm dealing with sort of fast lines, especially, like I say, the 3-note per string stuff. So economy picking. And usually what I do is I include inside picking with that. So what I'll try and do is kind of, not necessarily avoid, but I always end up veering towards doing economy picking and mixing that with inside picking. And this line in the video at the start of this video is a perfect example of that. So that's why I thought I would show you. So what do? We start here. It's an E flat minor. Something along those lines. So let's take the first few notes. We're going to start with a downstroke. Well, I will anyway. Down, up, down. See, that facilitates, if I'm doing 3 notes per string, the ability to go to the next string with the same stroke. Down, up, down, down, up, down. But then we're going to descend. And that means we've got to negotiate a string cross descending with inside picking, because of the last stroke that I do is a downstroke going to an upstroke from the A string to the D string. So we're dealing with inside picking movement here. So 2 downs in a row, then down, up. Okay, whoops. So that's basically the two ways that I negotiate the string crosses with this particular pattern. So let's continue. And we're going to position shift here. We're going to start that with a downstroke. Because I follow that with 3 notes, that enables us to employ economy picking. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. The thing with economy picking is, the thing that always kind of put me off with the sound of economy picking is it can sound very soft. In other words, not as aggressive as alternate picking. So over the years, what I've tried to do is really develop the dynamic range when it comes to alternate economy picking, and give it much more of an alternate picking kind of sound. Okay, so we're going to do exactly what we did here. Inside, shift, inside, shift. So it's a repeating pattern. Shift, and then we stop when we get to the top there with that chromatic line. So if I show you exactly what I'm doing with the picking hand. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Shift on the downstroke, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's inside picking, down, up, shift on the down, inside, down, so that's the shift again, and we've got economy picking all the way to the top. Like I said before, notice how it's the pick attack is quite aggressive, and I really like the sound of that. So that's what I try and incorporate even when I'm doing economy picking. So once we've done that, once we're at the top, whoops, there, isn't it? What we're going to do is this hybrid pattern. And it's just ascending through a scale diatonically. And I use the pick with a downstroke and then middle finger of the right hand for the hybrid. You can do outside, of course, same thing. And I do practice that a fair bit, but when it comes to actually getting the patterns up to speed and just my natural, like I say, go-to technique, it's mainly hybrid whenever I have to do sort of string crosses like that. And it helps to avoid, it retains that economy of motion that I really love. So, down an octave, same pattern. Again, down an octave, but here we're going to go, oops, sorry. And then we move down to a D major add 9 arpeggio here. So, if you've been watching some of my hybrid picking, I've got economy picking on the brain at the moment, hybrid picking videos, this is a pattern that's taken from those. Down, middle, down, middle, down, middle. Okay, then we're going to move up a tone, do the same, and then a tone again to get F sharp major. So, chord right at the end. Okay, so that hybrid picking once more. Down, middle, down, middle, down, middle, down, middle, down, middle, down, middle. Slide down, then the chord. Okay. Yeah, with the outside picking, I still practice it a fair bit, you know. And even, you know, the faster 3-note per string lines, say something like what am I doing there? I'm going up, down, sorry. What was I doing? That was it. Up, down, then I've got the outside movement here. So I do sometimes mix economy with outside movement. I should really stop and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, up, down, up. So we've got that outside movement here. So, you know, I do incorporate outside picking sometimes, but not as often as inside picking is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm babbling on, I'm digressing as usual. I hope that's answered some of your questions regarding that pattern and my picking technique in general. I'll talk more about it in future videos, but that's all I want to say about it at this juncture. Okay, just a heads up to say it's currently 20% off on my website for lesson downloads. Link is in the description box below. I've just put out a new download called 5 Arpeggio Studies, so make sure you get your hands on that one. And that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch up with you guys in the next one. Cheers.